Hello everyone. Another week passed, being very busy. Um, this morning I was on a trip to meet a guy that is dealing into coffee machines. So with the building that we have in Upperville, I'm trying to open the best coffee shop that you can find. So we're working on the the coffee itself, but as well the machines that we want to work with. So it was a great time.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump some coffee in. And we have a single copper boiler that is set at about 260 degrees. It's half filled with water, half filled with steam. You then have what are called injection pipes. These pipes are hydraulically separate from the steam boiler, okay? So the water comes in, it goes into these hydraulic pipes, and it never reconnects with that 260 degree steam water. But what happens is the water sits in this jacket and it passively heats.
Okay guys, we are at the wood station here, and I started to move wood chips to the vegetable garden. It's important to me that we are starting to get the garden ready for the fall, and that means that we have to be active right now. So in the fall we have vegetables, our first vegetables at the garden, so super excited. As you remember, we have tons of wood chips in the back, and we have a lot more wood that we can cut into chips and to firewood. So let's go. Okay guys, this was a place that, since we're so much in Upperville, was overgrown with weeds, and the last 2 days we've been cleaning it up. We have vegetables actually growing here. We have Jazz in the Garden coming in about 14 days, 2 weeks. So this was just an eyesore, and we actually bought seeds for multiple vegetables that we're actually planting stuff here in front of the Chumley house. So we planted a bunch of things here. We have radishes, lettuce, pumpkins, and then from the last time we started planting, I don't remember, we started to see tomatoes. We have mint here. We have some pepper plants over there, and we have strawberries. And last time I had some, and they're great. We're getting some straw. But, in the meantime, we have some herbs. We cleaned up this little bonsai plant here. And it's just great to start seeing progress. Okay, we moved the trailer to this property last time. We parked it in the middle, so we kind of created a parking spot for it now. So that's what's it's gonna sit there for a while until we need it for events. So let's go. So, if you all remember from previous episodes, we are working on this meadow here to create a wildflower meadow, and we've been restoring the grounds for about a year and a half, 2 years now. Zach is a friend and a great guy that is helping me with that. He's been planting 3 times seeds, I believe. We planted clover, oats, and last winter we planted winter crop. So it's pretty dry this year, so we didn't have too much of the seeds, like the grasses weren't just growing too fast, but he's ready for a new plant. I wasn't sure. I think he was gonna do 3 or 4 different seeds, and he asked me to if we could start cutting the grass. I took it up to myself to jump on the Kubota tractor. It's having a hard time. I mean, it is. They are sharp blades. We just sharpened them, and I basically cut it currently on the highest stand, and then I'm gonna go over it with the zero turner again. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So very excited to see what the next seats are bringing. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's getting dark and my battery was dead the last half an hour to an hour. So I basically spent hours on cutting the grass basically. I went with the Kubota over it first on a higher stand, and then I went with a 0-tenner over it a second time. With Zach asked me if it was possible to put a 2.5 inch the grass, so it's good for seeding, for planting seeds. So yeah, it took me about 4 or 5 hours actually, maybe even more, but it was fun. I emptied my head. I needed some time by myself. You know, it's been working 7 days straight and no time off, so for me this is fun. So I'm excited to post this video tonight. I will not go to sleep before it's done, and I'm excited with the garden progress and everything. So this is great, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.